Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Etheria Restart video. So in today's video, guys, we're just going into Fearless Arena. Weekend event, really like this event. I really like the rewards in this event, and it's just fun. It's another version of PvP, except you never know who you're going to get matched against. Also, the 2x is going on, and I'm trying to get some upgrades. I haven't been able to yet, which is a bit of a bummer. I'm getting some pieces that I can roll. I haven't been able to get any upgrades. So we're getting more pieces, which is good because it allows us to be able to build more characters. We just haven't been able to upgrade our most used characters. But anyway, let's jump into our first match. Okay. Now, when it comes to first pick, I think Plume is the safest pick right now. She's the fastest character, so she's going to outspeed the Lilies. She's going to outspeed, Tsukiyomis and stuff like that. The only character she can't outspeed is Freya. So if I were to pick Plume and someone were to go like Lily, Freya, I'd be in trouble. But thankfully, this person did not. So they've got a Lilium and they have a Lily. So they're really anti-CC, which means they either go two ways. They either go CC themselves or they're going to end up going like tank. So if that's the case, I guess we'll see. Okay, so he does go Obel, but he does not have any additional speed other than the Lily. So I think here we're going to pick Mio. And who else did we want to pick here? We could pick Holden. Yeah, I think Holden's just a safe pick. Sometimes if I don't pick fast enough, it always like picks my Shiata. Yeah, so this guy didn't pick any other speed booster where I've got 3. I've got Plume, kind of. I've got Freya and I've got Mio. So, I mean, even though the Lilium's here, this should be a pretty easy win. So the Freya is going to push everybody. Mio can push back anyone who's not on immunity. And then we'll go after the Lilium. So between the Yelly and the Holden, this should be a pretty easy thing for us to. Oh, and the nice thing is Holden's going to go before. Holden's going to go before the Lilium. Or the Yelly, sorry. So then that got cleansed. So now we can target the Yelly. And that's GG. So, yeah, he had a couple of people on the immunity, which, was smart, but only taking one speed lead ended up kind of doing him in their speed booster. I always like to go in and click on the person that I'm about to play as well to see if they're more like Bruiser, if they're more Cleave. So you have, one tank team here. Well, it's actually a mix, utilizing Veronica, which is cool. I always like seeing that character. So knowing that they like to use a character like Veronica, if this team ends up winning, we know that someone like Heinrich's going to be really important. Putting up blocks and stuff like that. Plume's also going to be important. I don't see a Plume here, so I don't know if someone didn't pick her or if she was just banned. All right. So it's going to be really important for that Lilium to try and kill that Casio. At least stun the Casio. You gotta go after the Casio there. I'm not quite sure what that was about. Okay, so you're gonna Dreamweave? No, you don't even Dreamweave. Interesting play choices here. She also could have reset the Kazio's AoE. Maybe she's doing that now. Oh, it's off cooldown. Yeah, see, like if the Lilium would have went after the Kazio there and stunned her, even if she didn't kill her, I think she'd be in a much better position there. So just go after the Sonya, and then the Veronica can kill the Yelly. Yep. And now it's just control city with Kazio on the Sonya. Sonya never gets a turn to play, and GG. Just still go after the Freya. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So we'll be going up against, a tank slash crowd control um, person. I don't know if they have their own Freya or something like that, but they've got a Lily in an Amber, which is interesting. The Kazio is in Codex instead of a Jackal Guard, and they've got a pretty good Veronica in Halloween. The Mizuki doesn't seem to hit very hard. Yep. All right. Cool. So that is our opponent. We know what we're going up against. So they like to use Lily. They like to use crowd control. The most likely want to pick Veronica. So Plume and Heinrich are certain picks for us, for sure. There's a case to be made to take the Lily, seeing how much he depended on the Lily there. Depends on if we have first pick or not. If he goes first pick, he'll most likely pick Lily. Okay, so we do have the first pick, but I'd like to see if he goes into like Lily Kazio. So I think we still just take the Plume. She's the safest pick out there. Ideally, I put my Holden into a Jackal Guard. All right, so he did exactly what we thought he was going to do. Now this is good because we don't have to pick Lilium yet. We can just we can counter pick here. We can take all of our characters that we wanted to. So we know that he wants to pick someone like Veronica eventually. That Veronica is most likely latticed. So the clear pick for me right now is somebody like the Holden. Because if he picks like Mizuki Mikado and then Veronica, then we can pick the Lilium. Okay, so there's the Mizuki. Now, one of the things we can do is we can pick we can pick Mio, but Mio can get counterattacked to Oblivion. So I think I'm going to pick Hazuki Makari. And then I'm going to pick Lilium. So we have two okay speed leads. I don't think he's going to ban the Freya. But I will most likely just ban, at this point, yeah, most likely the Lily. I think I'm going to ban the Lily. I'm really not that afraid of the Kazio. The Holden and the Mizuki are pretty scary. Uh, However, if the Plume gets through, we're okay. If the Freya gets through, we're also okay. All right. So our line of attack here is like Freya, defense, and Dreamweave into the Heinrich, and then into the Mizuki. Yeah. So here, the Veronica is going to get a push. She's going to steal something from somebody, but everyone's going to have block up. And then the Hazuki Makari is going to be able to uh, petrify. All right. So they didn't even get a big enough push here. Okay. Very, very cool. And when it comes to this, I think we're going to try and one shot the Veronica. Okay. Close. Here we'll just target her because she can't counterattack, like the Holden and the Mizuki and all of them. And if we get her low enough, we'll be able to S2 with the Lilium, stun everybody. Perfect. Yeah, so that's where those counterattacks are just like brutal, right? Okay, so everyone's stunned. And now we are just going to focus down like the Holden, who is a terror when it comes to counterattacking and stuff like that. So we don't want him to get through. We also do not care if, like, if this Mizuki, if this Kazuo ends up getting through. We're just going to keep trying pushing him back. Nice. Jackal finishes him off. Boost. Yeah, and we'll beat this guy at his own game. So that's what like winning your games does for you. It ends up allowing you to just get a little bit of information on your opponent there. So I knew the characters that he liked going after. So we could counterpick right around him. I don't know if that should even be a thing, but since it's here, you might as well take advantage of it, right? So he's getting constant counterattacks, but this Mizuki just doesn't seem to hit like really, really hard. So we'll stun the iced procs, and now it's just game over. Okay, cool. And then the Lilium goes. The turn meter pushback from the Hakari is really cool too. Nice. Okay. So I'm assuming we were the slower person. So if somebody ended up playing that other match in one quick, like Sandy here probably got a beat on us and they know what we like to play. So maybe they see that we depend on the Freya a lot. Interesting. Okay. So here we're going to go Plume and we're going to go Heinrich because I think these are the two most important characters in a matchup like this. Okay. Since we have two Dispellers, I think it makes a whole lot of sense to pick the Hazuki. We will certainly pick the Lily here, as Lily is a little bit better when it comes to just our added benefits to the team whenever you have Hazuki in there, because the attack up from Freya isn't there for us. So we have some reduced healing. We also have Wound from the Heinrich. Tiamat and Holden can end up counterattacking, just like one-shotting the Heinrich. So that's a bit scary. Okay, and then another Veronica. So in this case, we can do one of two things. We can take the Sonya away. We can take the Sonya away, and we can try and control with the Lilium. Yeah. I think that's what we do. Sonya is just, a real bugaboo. And the fact that this Tiamat is not on Amber is pretty good. So they only get one shot. And we have Wound. Okay. But we have reduced healing now from the Hazuki. Okay. So this is good because the Plume ends up making the Holden a little bit worse. We still have our control aspect with the Hazuki. Okay, so the Veronica goes. However, we're still able to. I think we end up boosting our Hazuki because she does have the turn meter pushback. Now, if we don't get the Petrify, okay, we did get it everywhere, so that's awesome. And then here, I think we still just. Do we take down the Holden? I think we do. Nice. One shot the Holden. Pretty awesome. Yeah, see, that's where Alicorn, man, I'm telling you, Alicorn has been such a disappointment. It really needs to be looked at again. We'll just keep turn meter pushbacking because we can stun everybody here. And then that's GG. And now we can reset the Petrify, and we'll just put stuff on auto. Okay. Very, very nice. This Hazuki Makari, man, she is very, very good. I think a lot of people still kind of sleep on her. So there's one win. Now it's a best of 3. So now Sandy knows that my Plume's pretty fast and strong. I'm guessing Sandy's going to let, the Heinrich through this time. Sandy might pick Plume. Okay, so doesn't get a chance. Let's see if she picks the Ling Luo and stuff like this time. We can always pick Sonya as well, or our Ling Luo, although it's not going to be as strong. Okay, going the same exact route, so I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm just going to pick Heinrich, and I'm going to pick the Hazuki. If he goes Holden and Tiamat and Veronica, we're just going to pick Lily, Lilium. You got to switch it up, man. More healing. Okay. Just going more healing. I mean, let's just continue this line of attack. I'm going to take the Tiamat. I'm almost positive the Plume is getting out of here. Why would he not take Plume there? Plume makes the Holden hit like a kind of a noodle. We've got block, so it's just an interesting line. And here I can put the Hazuki in front of the Heinrich so he won't even get counterattacked. See how much that Holden did? Did absolutely nothing. And we will just we'll focus down the Sonya now. This was a interesting line of attack. Ah, so he did get lucky with the purifying of the petrify. However, we're going to get that right back with the lily. So there is an instance. Okay, so he did cleanse the petrify, or did the Holden just go? But still, like I'm not even afraid of this Holden. Like I'm not afraid of him. He's got the defense down. He's taken so much damage. You gotta ban Plume there, man. Okay, so now the Heinrich gets his wound up. So now the like Fouchot and everybody is just so much worse. Sure. Petrify. This character's so good. Oh, so good. Look at this. Nuts. Just absolutely nuts. Anyway, yeah, 21 minutes. So it's still a little bit longer than I thought. But yep, just walking you through my process, guys. Hope you're having a great weekend. And also, for anyone who's stayed till the end, the people that watched my quote unquote finance video yesterday, thank you so much for like the nice words. It was really appreciative. Um, yeah, I really appreciate you guys. That's all I want to say. Okay. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. See ya.